So I should have asked this on the onset, but about what time of day would you say that this all, like, when did you first notice him thrashing on the ground?
I can't really recall the time of day, but, it was, I guess, a little after past noon. I don't know. It was, it wasn't dark or anything outside.
Okay.
So it was definitely daytime.
Okay. And you mentioned that he couldn't see. Now, is that based on something he was saying, or it was just, what would you say?
Well, it just looked like, he couldn't see. Like, if I'm there holding your head and, like, trying to help you out, it's like I was not there.
Oh, he was maybe looking past you?
Yeah,
or?
it was like,
okay.
I don't know.
No eye connection.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you witness when the medical personnel arrived on scene as well?
Did I notice what?
Did you notice them? Like, were you still on scene when they arrived?
No, yes.
Okay.
So it was actually a good thing I did come and help this guy, because apparently he was having an epileptic seizure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, the policemen, when they got there, they were like, the EMS, when they got there, they were like, to the police officers, like, dude, back up, because this guy's having a seizure and you could hurt him by by what you're doing. And let us handle this.
Okay.
Basically hinting that the policeman didn't even know what was going on with this guy.
Wow.
Which is a shame if they're like first responders or whatever.
Right. So how did the police respond to EMS trying to intervene and try to take control of the situation?
Well, I'll give that to them. They were pretty responsive. Once they figured it out that the guy, there was medical issues going on here, they took the handcuffs off. They let him, they placed him back on the floor, because at this time when EMS got here, they were trying to, like, put him into the car.
Okay.
So, that was a little crazy too. But when EMS came here, they said, once they say, we're EMS, this is a medical issue, they put the guy back on the ground and they let EMS do their job.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. At least that happened. So let me see. You mentioned that they were attempting to place him into the car. The police were. Would you say they were being rough or gentle, or how would you characterize?
See, I don't know. They were struggling with him. They were struggling. They had significant struggle. This guy, they're probably equal in body weight to a guy, thrashing around. So they were having a hard time trying to get him. Which makes sense. The guy's having an epileptic seizure. His body isn't going to just do whatever you ask him. He's not coherent.
Absolutely.
So that makes sense why. So I can't really gauge how rough. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, did it take just one officer to put him in the car?
No, it was both of them.
Both officers. Okay, both officers.
But you could imagine they probably were being rough, but
Okay.
more using all of their strength.
So maybe a little rough on putting in the car. How would you say they handled attempting to cuff him? I know you mentioned the arm movement was pretty erratic. So how did they handle that? Really?
The best that they could. Again, you have a same person saying that's like same body weight,
right,
flailing around, and this person has they don't have control of their body, and they're literally thrashing.
Okay.
It was a pretty difficult situation.
Wow. Okay. And again, were you just kind of on site? Were you?
Yeah, at that point, I was just a bystander,
Yeah.
looking on when they were doing all this.
So you weren't involved.